Welcome back to our channel. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most iconic buildings in the world, a place that's both a home and a symbol of a nation, Buckingham Palace. For centuries, this magnificent structure has stood at the heart of London, representing the continuity and tradition of the British monarchy. But how much do we really know about what goes on behind those famous golden gates? Let's find out. Our story begins not with a palace, but with a large townhouse built by the Duke of Buckingham in 1703. It was originally known as Buckingham House. It wasn't until 1761 that King George III bought the property for his wife, Queen Charlotte, as a comfortable family home close to St. James's Palace. It became known as the Queen's House. Fun fact, 14 of George III's 15 children were born there. However, it was King George IV, his extravagant son, who decided to transform the humble house into a grand palace. He hired the renowned architect John Nash in 1826. Nash's vision was ambitious, and so were the costs. He expanded the house, adding a grand suite of rooms on the garden side. The budget spiraled, and by the time George IV died, the project was far from finished and wildly over budget. It was Queen Victoria who finally made Buckingham Palace the official royal residence. When she ascended to the throne in 1837, she moved in, becoming the first sovereign to do so. But the palace wasn't quite ready for a young queen and her growing family. It lacked nurseries and guest rooms. So, in the 1840s, a major expansion was undertaken. The Marble Arch, which was the original entrance, was moved to its current location near Hyde Park, and a new east wing was built. This new wing included the most famous feature of the palace, the central balcony, where the royal family has appeared for public celebrations ever since. So just how big is this place? The numbers are staggering. Buckingham Palace boasts 775 rooms. This includes 19 staterooms, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, 92 offices, and 78 bathrooms. It's essentially a small town under one roof. The palace also has its own post office, cinema, swimming pool, doctor's surgery, and even an ATM. The building is 108 meters long across the front, 120 meters deep, and 24 meters high. To keep it all running, a dedicated staff of over 800 people work here, from chefs and footmen to clockmakers. Yes, clockmakers. There are over 350 clocks and watches in the palace, and 2 full-time horological conservators are employed to wind them up every week. Now let's talk about the parts of the palace you might actually get to see. Every summer, when the Queen is not in residence, the palace opens its doors to the public. Visitors can tour the magnificent staterooms, which are used by the royal family for official entertaining and ceremonies. As you walk through, you're literally following in the footsteps of kings, queens, and world leaders. The tour usually begins with the grand staircase, spectacular introduction designed by John Nash. Its gilded bronze balustrade is intricately decorated with designs of acanthus, oak, and laurel leaves. It's designed to wow guests, and it certainly does. From there, you enter the staterooms. One of the first you'll see is the green drawing room. This room serves as a huge anteroom to the throne room, where guests gather before major events. Its walls are lined with green silk, and it's filled with priceless furniture and porcelain. Next is the throne room. This is perhaps one of the most important rooms in the palace. While the thrones you see today were for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II and the Duke of Edinburgh, the room's dramatic arches and opulent decor were designed to evoke a sense of theater and power. This is where a lot of the formal wedding photos for royal couples like Prince William and Catherine were taken. Another highlight is the picture gallery. It's 47 meters long and was designed to display the royal collection's incredible art. Here, you'll find masterpieces by artists like Rembrandt, Rubens, Canaletto, and Vermeer. The collection is regularly changed, so you might see something different on each visit. The clever design of the gallery, with its glass dome ceiling, ensures the paintings are illuminated by natural light. The tour often culminates in the stunning white drawing room. This is one of the grandest staterooms. It's where the royal family gathers before official occasions. It's also the room the Queen traditionally enters from to greet guests at receptions. You might even spot the secret door. It's hidden behind a mirror and a cabinet, allowing the monarch to make a discreet entrance from their private apartments. But the palace isn't just about lavish interiors. Outside, you'll find the largest private garden in London, spanning 40 acres. It's a true oasis in the city. The garden includes a 3-acre lake, a helicopter landing pad, a tennis court, and a famous summer house. It's home to an incredible 325 species of wild plants and over 30 species of birds. The Queen's annual garden parties are held here, where thousands of guests from all walks of life are invited to enjoy tea and sandwiches on the lawn. And of course, no visit to Buckingham Palace is complete without witnessing the changing of the guard ceremony. This iconic display of British pageantry takes place on the palace forecourt. It's the new guard, accompanied by a full military band, marches from Wellington Barracks to take over from the old guard. It's a tradition that has been going on for centuries and attracts huge crowds, whatever the weather. It's a free event, but make sure to check the schedules online as they can change, and get there early to grab a good spot. Beyond the pomp and ceremony, Buckingham Palace is a living, working building. It is the administrative headquarters of the monarchy, where the entire machinery of the royal household operates. Hundreds of staff manage everything from state visits and investitures to the Daily Mail. The palace receives around 50,000 guests each year for banquets, lunches, dinners, and garden parties. The Royal Mews and the Queen's Gallery are also part of the Buckingham Palace complex and are open to the public for most of the year. The Royal Mews is home to the historic coaches and carriages, including the magnificent gold state coach used at every coronation since 1821. It's also a working stable, so you might see the famous Windsor Grey and Cleveland Bay horses that pull the carriages. The Queen's Gallery, on the other hand, is a dedicated space for exhibitions of items from the royal collection, offering a rotating display of treasures. Buckingham Palace is more than just stone and gilt. It's a backdrop to British history. It has survived 9 monarchs and 2 world wars. During the Blitz, the palace was bombed 9 times. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Mother, famously refused to leave London, and their presence at the bombed palace became a powerful symbol of national defiance. After one bombing, the Queen Mother said she was glad we have been bombed. It makes me feel I can look the East End in the face. From royal births, weddings, and jubilees celebrated on its balcony, to the quiet, day-to-day work of the monarchy, Buckingham Palace is the focal point of the nation's life. It's a symbol of stability, a treasure trove of art, and a family home, all rolled into one magnificent package. It continues to capture the imagination of people from all over the globe, a testament to its enduring legacy. So, the next time you see that famous facade on the news, you'll know a little more about the incredible history, the immense scale, and the fascinating secrets hidden within. Thanks for joining us on this royal tour. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let us know in the comments if you've ever visited Buckingham Palace. See you next time.